Greetings everyone, welcome back to more Kingdom Hearts 1. In the last episode, we ended up beating the Hades Cup and managed to go ahead and see the last few of the unique Heartless. I also managed to do both the Hades Cup Time Attack and also the Hades Cup Soar Alone. It is as tedious as you think, and we've gotten Donald's ultimate weapon, Save the Queen, and Goofy's ultimate weapon, Save the King. These are their best weapons in the entire game. A royal powerful shield raises max MP by 2. And for Donald, a staff of immense magical and physical power. And this is what it looks like. Isn't it neat? And of course my Keyblade that looks so beautiful. All of our items looks beautiful. You guys are probably wondering why we're in Deep Jungle. Well, I haven't showcased what the pink mushroom, what you're supposed to actually do for the pink mushroom. Okay, what you're going to need is Agrabah and Stoppera. You can also use Stop or you can use Stopaga, but we don't have Stopaga. What you're also going to need is you're going to also need things that also enhance your magical ability so that Stop can last longer. You're also going to need actually that's it. Yeah, you're just gonna need things that end up as enhancing your ability. I think the ultimate weapon Keyblade enhances your magical ability. I mean, it says it possesses maximum power and attributes, so I guess that enhances magic and summoning power. I don't really know. So it's weird. Like, I don't really understand it. I think it ends up leveling up. Who knows? Anyways. When you end up meeting the mushrooms in either Atlantica or in Deep Jungle, the treehouse area, you will occasionally find the mushrooms that are stopped. Now, they won't give you stop arts, so don't go ahead and think that you'll be able to get the mastery stop art just by beating them, because that's not how it works. And they'll be in like in a set location for the most part, because sometimes they can move around in certain locations. Like sometimes, they can be like on top of the roof or, labyrinths of Pete. Now, the thing is, however, I am going to have to turn off both Donald and Goofy just really quick because they're probably going to attack the pink Argus, and I don't want them to because I do want to showcase what you're supposed to do. So, put all their commands to occasionally, and, I always keep forgetting how to actually navigate the menu in this game. Put them all to occasionally and head on down to where it is located. And before, we couldn't do this before. Alright, now there are actually 2 body parts you can target. You're also going to need Ragnarok as well. That's what I forgot. You're also going to need Ragnarok. Be sure to target the head so Ragnarok can be activated. Now what you're going to do first, cast Agrabah, then cast Stop, and then start to use Ragnarok against it. Use the full power of impact so that way it can go ahead and do a lot of hits to it. And then, you should be pretty much Gucci. So, yeah. Anyways, if I had the tech points, you'll see essentially how much tech points you actually get. And, if you're lucky, you might end up getting Serenity Power. Sadly, however, we're not going to go ahead and reach the maximum, and it's whatever. Anyways, he's all happy. And there he goes. Poof. But you end up getting a bunch of these items, and Serenity Power is basically the thing that you're going to need. Alright, now that's it for me showcasing that. Now we're going to go after our first secret boss. And our first optional boss is... That's right! The first optional boss is the one in Neverland. The one... This optional boss ends up surrounding... Oh, before I actually finish, let's go ahead and actually read the friggin' answer report. We'll read it very quickly. There is no doubt that the Heartless are deeply connected to people's hearts. Further study may unravel both their motivation and the mysteries shrouding the heart. As a start, I have built a device that artificially creates Heartless. By recreating the condition that spawned the Heartless naturally, I should be able to produce them artificially. This device is the culmination of all my research thus far. The machine's test run successfully created a Heartless. This may be a step towards creating a heart from nothing. The artificially and natural created Heartless showed nearly identical traits, but the 2 types should remain distinct for the purpose of this experiment. So I will mark the ones that are created artificially. And that is our indication for the artificial Heartless. and why they have symbols on them. Even though I've already stated that the Heartless that we're fighting that has symbols on them are artificial, so yeah. I mean, it's not really a spoiler in all honesty, because you're more so wondering why they have symbols and the others don't. I mean, you noticed when we were playing Aqua's story, you didn't see any of the artificial Heartless there, because that's way before that experiment actually happens. Alright, so you want to head into the cabin area, and you kind of want to take out all your high potions. I'm going to say this now, this boss is... you should never get hit by this boss. Like, I'm being honest with you, you should never get hit by this boss. If you do get hit by this boss, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, I really don't know what to tell you. Anyways, end up putting ethers, go replace Donald, because you're not going to need Donald. Donald is going to be very useless. And put Peter Pan also on occasionally as well. And also give Peter Pan, also give Goofy and Peter Pan some ethers as well. Mainly because, you know, you're probably gonna run out of MP in this fight. Call it a hunch. It's basically a gimmick fight, and it also is a fight that kind of does take a while to beat, mainly because of the fact of what you have to do, and it's pretty annoying. Your next thing is to customize your hotbar with having stop on one of the hotbars and having, well, actually, you know what? You can have Firaga, Blizzaga, and Thundaga, and you can have what you could do to make it easier. Just highlight stop, so that way whenever you go to stop, you can just go to magic and just cast stop just like that. Alright, once you're ready, talk to Tinkerbell with Peter Pan in your party, and we can be able to head to the clock tower. Because you notice that we can't go back to the clock tower at all. There's a reason for that. Introducing the boss fight, Phantom. Now, the first thing that Phantom will do is that he will cast Doom on a set party member. And by set, meaning the first person will always be Peter Pan, the second person will always be Donald or Goofy, and the third person will be you. Now, you're probably wondering, how? You can just revive your characters. No. This is Doom. If that time limit runs out, what will end up happening is that you will end up losing your party members forever. So yeah, this is essentially a fight where you have to be sure that the clock tower does not run out of 12 minutes. If it runs out of 12 minutes, your character is instantly dead. Now, the problem with this boss fight is essentially, this is it. This is the entire fight in a nutshell. Like, this is all you're getting. Like, he switches, you hit him with a physical attack if it's white, you hit him with a fire attack if it's red, you hit him with a thunder attack if it's yellow, you hit him with a blizzard attack if it's blue. And every time you get rid of the two, whenever you see like the flashing light happens, he will, if you see it twice, he will go ahead and go towards the clock tower, and he would go ahead and shoot a loogie. You just hide behind the clock tower so that way you don't get hit by it, because the problem with that move is that it basically, it homes in on your location, and it also kind of continuously keeps attacking you. It's kind of like a very glorified dot, which can be very, very annoying. So yeah, and that's really the fight in a nutshell. Like, this is it. And the reason as to why I did not want to use the Kingdom Key is mainly because this fight takes forever if you are using the Kingdom Key. Also, his claw attack does do a lot of damage, so you do want to be careful for that. So yeah, it's not that bad though. We're doing pretty good, in all honesty. I would advise to just wait until he does the loogie thing twice before you go ahead and unstop the clock. But with my ability of enhanced magic, we'll be doing a lot more damage to him, and with our enhanced Keyblade, we don't have to really worry so much about that. Thank God. Oh, thanks for the arrow, Peter? I don't really need it, dude, but whatever. I mean, I guess if you want me to get it. Now, I should mention something. You don't need, the ultimate Keyblade. I would just, it's just faster to have it. Like, I mean, if you want to fight him without it, you don't need it. Like, I'm being serious. Like, this fight is not that bad. It's relatively self-explanatory, and it's relatively easy. It's like, this is kind of, okay, it's like a glorified Mega Man boss. If you want a boss to fight first beforehand, you can fight him. The only problem is that you have to actually be sure that you have enough magic to cast Stop, and also enough magic to even cast any sort of elemental abilities, because the thing is that you can run out of magic in this, and you don't want to run out of magic, mainly because you do need magic to actually do damage to him. Because one of the things that you can technically get tripped up is if you are doing this without any sort of restoration of your magic, you're not going to win this fight, because he will never change his orb unless you do a magic attack to him. So he's not going to drop MP balls. He's not going to do anything. This is kind of the stipulation for secret bosses in the KH series, where, well, for action RPGs in general, where you have to be sure to be prepared for these fights. And, you know, at first I was hesitant on trying to do these battles, but in all honesty, they're relative. Kingdom Hearts 1 has a lot of secret bosses even in the original. Like, these guys were, oh, that's another thing. Lord Umbra, or, well, Phantom is his name. He does not wear a white cloak in the original. He actually wears a black cloak in the original. Another thing I should mention, these bosses, this boss here, he's not in the original game. The bosses that we're going to fight now, I think it's Phantom and the other boss that we're going to face. I think they're the only two, I want to say they're probably the only two that are not in the Japanese version of Kingdom Hearts, which doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things because they end up putting them in the final mix version, so lol. It's kind of similar to Ruby and Emerald Weapon in Final Fantasy VII, where they're not in the Japanese version, but they put them in the international version, so it's like, I'm trying to say Japan. And that's really it. And once you've defeated Phantom, you gain your final spell upgrade, Stopaga. Now we can finally head back to Merlin to go ahead and get that that last reward that we want. Also, oh wait, hold on. It's 30. We could probably find something. One of them must be glowing. Which one is it? One of you has to be glowing. Wait, no. One of you has to be glowing. Come on, don't make a liar out of me, guys. Come on. I thought one of you glued. You don't glue. Why you no glue? None of you? Really? Really? Seriously? You gonna do that to me, game? Or am I just not... Wait, hold on. That one looks glowy. No, it's not glowy. Ugh. I hate this. None of them are glowing, guys. None of them are glowing. Whatever. Anyways, we can actually return back to the clock tower whenever we wish now. So now we can go ahead and head to the next secret boss. Goodbye, Pan. You have been a great asset to me. Okay, our next secret boss for the lineup of checklist. Back to Agrabah. Another thing I should mention. Actually, no, wait. We didn't get an answer report, did we? The next boss that we're going after is actually a boss that won a person who won a contest. Essentially a contest for having your name in the game. I should also get rid of Tech Boost. I don't know why that's still on there. I don't want both Ars Arcanum and Ragnarok on at the same time, because I'm gonna say this now, they're pretty friggin' useless. I think that's it. Let me see. We need just Thundaga. I want Thundaga over here, and I want Kiraga over here, and I want Aeroga right here. Okay. So we can go back to Merlin to go ahead and get our last prize, but we'll get that after we have fought the boss here. All right, you know what? I'm gonna set you guys all to advance, because in all honesty, you guys can do whatever the hell you want now. You guys are at an appropriate level where I just don't care anymore. For the most part. I mean, like I said, there is another reason as to why you probably want to level up, is so that you can be able to obtain item slots, but I don't really need it. Another thing, you don't need Aladdin for this fight, thank God, but you just need to be sure to have a strong Keyblade. Anyways, let's go. Say hello to Kurt Ziza. Now, Kurt Ziza's first main thing is casting Dispel. And Kurt Ziza, he hurts. Very bad. To a point that it really kind of makes you wonder, why is this guy hit so hard? Now, Kurt Ziza is a very cool looking boss. You need to destroy the first phase is you need to destroy his orbs first to be able to knock him down on the ground. I recommend casting Eroga so that you can actually do additional damage to him, because the problem with this fight is that if it goes on for too long, you kind of will have like a very annoying time in fighting him, but he's not that bad. He can be beatable with the Kingdom Key. You don't really need a glorified strong Keyblade. Once you have knocked him down the first time, your next goal plan, okay, I probably should have done that, whatever. Anyways, is to keep casting Thunder repeatedly over and over and over again. And yeah, I kind of figured Donald was going to go down. Okay, hey, you're going too far, buddy. I don't like it when you go far on me. Don't do that to me, man. Anyways, I wonder if Ragnarok will work. Probably not. Anyways, let's just cure myself. You can summon Tinkerbell for this fight if you want to. And do I recommend it? Yeah, I mean, if it's your first time fighting him, it's probably best that you do that. But, you should be relatively okay. Another thing I should mention, just because you are doing this, however, is that if he does, there is a second thing that he's gonna do, which is annoying, and it's actually not that. It's not that either. When Kurt Ziza reaches half health, he will start to do an ability, which is kind of like a very glorified Beyblade. Not that. I'm kind of glad that he's not doing it yet, because in all honesty, that move is annoyingly difficult to dodge. What? Ow. Okay, well, alright, that's fine. That's fine. We're cool, we're cool. He only does it if he's, like, far away, I noticed, though, which, you know, sometimes it's kind of not a good thing. That's why I'm making sure that he does not go far away from me. Alright, so I should mention what his next move is, because he's actually pretty dead right now. I'll mention it after this cutscene. And beating him gives you Zentek Sukin. And final mix Ansem report number 11. We're actually going to read all those Ansem reports later. We're not going to read them now, because they kind of connect to Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories 358 and Kingdom Hearts 2. Alright, so Kurt Ziza has a move where if you don't get rid of that form, or if you don't get rid of the orb form, the Dispel form, what ends up happening is that he will go ahead and start to spin around horizontally and vertically. If he's spinning around vertically, which I think you have to dodge roll from left to right. And if he's spinning around horizontally, you have to jump. The problem with that, and if I'm wrong on that, I apologize. You just have to be sure to dodge accordingly into where the slashing is located. The problem with that is that to be able to dodge the one where he's coming at you from the bottom, you have to be sure to be standing on a sand patch that actually is elevated upwards, so you don't have to, so you be able to have enough height distance to be able to jump over him. I don't even know how you're supposed to even beat that guy without high jump, in all honesty, but I'm pretty sure it's doable. I mean, probably is, but that is, people usually name that the Agrabah weapon. Now we got ourselves another secret boss to fight, but they're back on the Olympus Coliseum. One of them is the question mark that we saw before we entered the Hades Cup, and the other one is the second question mark that showed up after the Hades Cup. We can go ahead and read their descriptions here. In fact, we can actually read them now if we want. In fact, we'll read them right now. Oh, funny enough, all the Heartlesses are all done. Kurt Ziza, Heartless that emerged from the keyhole opened by the princesses. It swung its 6 powerful arms to attack Sora and company and block their attacks, but Sora sought out its weakness and emerged victory. Ghost-like Heartless that haunted the clock tower standing far away from Neverland. Fluttering its eerie cloak, it cast a spell to take Sora's heart. Having no physical body, regular attacks were useless, but in the end, Sora and company discovered its weakness and prevailed. It's actually pretty funny too, because it ends up getting Peter Pan and then Goofy and then Sora before it actually kills you instantly. Another thing I should mention, the Phantom, the Black Cloak version, is kind of a reference to the Peter Pan story. I guess probably its name is Lord Umbra, I want to say. But yeah, it's an actual thing. Aside from it just being a Heartless, it's an actual thing from the Peter Pan storybooks. So yeah. And Kurt Ziza is an actual person's name who managed to win a contest where you can have your name in the game named Kurt, and that's basically, his name is Kurt, and I'm pretty sure his last name is Ziza. So yeah, Kurt Ziza. I actually like the name. It's a pretty badass name in all honesty. And congratulations, dude. I mean, this is kind of late in whatever, but congratulations for you winning a contest to have your name in a Kingdom Hearts series. Also, there's an Orichalcum here, which I actually didn't really realize. I didn't bother to even get it because I didn't find it no point. Alright, next boss fight. You're gonna need 2 things: Kiraga and Guard, not Eroga. In fact, get rid of Eroga now, because, you know, there is a slight, well, actually, no, I wouldn't be. Kiraga has always been X for me. So, alright. The reason why you don't want Kiraga, 2 reasons. 1, having Kiraga will really, it's not going to help you at all. It's going to really be a detrimental thing for you, because what will end up happening is that this boss will grow the attacks at you. He will enhance his attack and when he's throwing them at you. We'll go into more detail with that later, as soon as I figure out what the crap I actually want on my Sora. Okay, I should be Gucci for the most part. Yeah, we should be alright. Anyways, once you're fully ready and prepared, the only thing you're going to need is Kiraga and Guard. And that's really all you're going to be doing. That and also whacking him in the face. So anyways, once you've beaten the Hades Cup, go to this question mark and begin the boss fight. When Hades said that he wanted a real Titan, well, this is it. Say hello to the Ice Titan. It's not like the Titan in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. No. This one is a much stronger variant of the Titan, and he's pretty annoying in all honesty. Anyways, you guys are probably wondering why I say to don't go ahead and cast Eroga. You know what? I'm going to showcase it. This is what happens if you cast Eroga. The icicles that he throws at you are much bigger, and you cannot block those at all, so don't think that you can. So, if, you know, he's not dumb, like, at all. I do like that, though. It's basically a way to say that, okay, you basically relied on Eroga too much. Now it's time for me to actually not let you do that. Ursula has the same exact gimmick, but in all honesty, I can barely tell if she does end up enhancing her magic attacks when you cast Agrabah. Ow! Okay, you're being a big meanie douche. Alright, now this boss fight is just timing your guards. I say that as I'm doing like a fantastic job in guarding like these attacks. Alright, cool. Now, the thing is that after you have done enough damage to his head, he will get staggered, and you can be able to essentially start wailing on his face. You can't wail on his face forever, however, because he does end up, oh my god. Would you stop doing this move? Really, dude? Really? Oh, okay, you're just gonna do that now. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Wow, the targeting for the guard thing is very... I have never seen him do this twice. Usually he does it just once and just continuously keeps doing his attack. Stop! Thank you. Jesus. God, you're annoying. But anyways, after he's stunned the first time, you can be able to wail on his face a bit, and then he will start to change mechanics. Yeah, he kind of changes mechanics every time he gets stunned. You can go ahead and just do this. Just keep trying to guard him for like a bit. And now that he's changing mechanics, what will end up happening is that every time he steps, icicles, shards will keep coming at you. Just keep timing your guards properly. You can't really guard everything because apparently this game has like a major issue where, you know, you can guard one and then next thing you know, you can't really guard the other one. When he does that, he will end up dropping icicle balls on you, which you can guard, but it's to no avail. It doesn't really do anything. You don't have the capabilities of guarding all of them, because I actually did not notice this, but in Kingdom Hearts 2, guard for Sora is a lot better than in Kingdom Hearts 1, mainly because of two reasons. Sora is a lot older in Kingdom Hearts 2, which makes sense and a lot more powerful so that he has the capabilities of guarding more effectively, which basically ends up giving like guard like a glorified best move in the game kind of feel. And trust me, you feel that way whenever you actually can just guard enemies repeatedly without any problems. I would say guard is pretty broken, and he has Diamond Dust, where after it ends, a boulder will drop on your head. So be careful for that. Now that we're at half health, when he's stepping around all over the place, the guard, he won't be summoning icicles anymore. He'll be summoning both the balls, and this is kind of when the fight kind of gets a bit ridiculous. And I like it. I like this boss fight. I appreciate it. But god damn, I can tell you this now, it was pretty annoying to actually do this fight when I was a kid. Like seriously, when I was a kid, I'm so glad that I managed to defeat them. And there's another boss that I'm so glad that I managed to defeat as a kid. We're about to fight him later on after we end up taking care of the Ice Titan. Hopefully he doesn't do that thing where he ends up saying, haha, lol. Okay, yeah, he is. Alright, another thing I should mention, the Ice Titan will end up getting up faster once he's at like a half health, because I guess if you stun him too much, he doesn't take any crap from you anymore. So yeah, fun boss fight, annoying as hell, because sometimes, you know, you're trying to get some hits on him and it's pretty annoying. See what I mean? This game has charm. I love it. In the final mix version, you obtain the Keyblade Diamond Dust. In the original, you got nothing. You just got a glorified thumbs up. Anyways, Diamond Dust is the best Keyblade for magic and summoning power. This is the Keyblade that you essentially use for the pink Argus to make sure that it stopped kind of for a very long time. And now with Stopago, we can probably get that mushroom rank that I always wanted. I should also mention something what Lionheart does. This one enhances magic power and summoning power, and also deals great physical damage. And you can see on the Keyblade's key part, the thing that you unlock thing, it has the Griever Lion on it, and also the Griever keychain. I like that. Anyways, we have one more secret boss to face, and it's a doozy of a secret boss, I might add. In fact, it's such a doozy of a secret boss, I'm actually going to stock my ethers, and we're going to actually restock them with elixirs. Just in case, you know, I managed to screw this up, because, you know, knowing my ass, I'm recording myself, and it tends to happen. I kind of flub up when I'm talking, because trying to talk and commentate at the same time it's pretty annoying. Anyways, for this secret boss here, or optional boss, you need Curaga and Eroga, because he hits hard, and you need a whole lot of patience. Anyways, once you're prepared, let's begin. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Final Fantasy VII representative himself, Sephiroth. And he's alright. Like, he's not bad, like in any other installment. Don't worry though, he's not gonna moided ya. He just has a very long reach, and he can be pretty annoying for the most part. But you know, the thing about it, though, is that when he is going into that invisible stuff, like Sephiroth, okay, Sephiroth has a lot of techniques. When he does slash you 4 times, he will go ahead and cast a pillar of 3 fireballs, or 3 fires, and that's really it. Now, funny enough, in the strategy guide, I have no idea what they actually tell you to actually beat this guy, except hope to God that you have the patience of a god. And yes, he is sporting his wonderful theme from the Final Fantasy VII series, which is the Sephiroth theme. One-winged angel, ladies and gents. And he is indeed a one-winged angel. Now, there are 2 ways to be able to do this fight. You can do it the professional way, which is not taking hits and keep, you know, struggling. Or you can do it the my way, where I just keep whacking him until he dies, because in all honesty, I got things to do. Once you have started to drain Sephiroth's HP, he will start to change strategies. He will end up running towards you, and then he will start to disappear in a null location and cast Sin Heartless Angel. If he managed to cast Sin Heartless Angel, immediately cast an elixir. Because what will end up happening, if people are familiar with Sin Heartless Angel in the Final Fantasy VII, he will essentially, or in Final Fantasy VI, I should say, because in Final Fantasy VI, it also appeared in that game too. It will drop your MP to 0, because there is no 1 in this, and it will also drop your HP down to 1. So, be sure to be careful for that. This is his Octo Slash, where he will go, it's basically his version of Omni Slash, except, you know, not as cool, I guess. Well, actually, no, it is cooler, because it's a lot better. Alright, so after you basically started dwindling Sephiroth's HP like nothing else, like a back baby bum's. Ow. Okay, well, that's cool. Hey, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to go ahead and actually attack me. Another thing I should mention, don't equip Zentetsuken. Sephiroth is immune to that. which, you know, makes sense. So like I said before, if he does disappear, you can still hit him even in that. So don't go ahead and think that he's just going to disappear from you. Can I block this? Yes, I can. Okay, cool. Okay. Also, another thing, Sephiroth is not voiced by the voice actor we know him now. He is voiced by Lance Bass from NSYNC. Yeah, I don't know why. It makes no damn sense, in all honesty. It's weird. So, yeah, that's a thing. This is his move, Supernova, which in all honesty, as a kid, was a lot more effective. It's lame here. Like, it's pretty friggin' lame. Now we're at the final stretch of the fight, and what will happen is that he will continuously keep trying to do dodge this, meet your fate. Oh snaps, dogged butters. I'm not getting hit by that move. Where the hell are you? Okay, there you are. That's cool. Yeah, I'm coming. Anyways, if you know, have a strong Keyblade, have a strong will, have the capabilities of patience, and a god of destruction, you shall be Gucci, and you shall be able to take care of your nightmare as a kid, because that's essentially what Sephiroth is that he is a nightmare killer, and he's pretty friggin' annoying, and he doesn't like to held up. In all honesty, he really doesn't, because he really loves to friggin' attack you repeatedly. And where are you?
That's the power of the keyboard!
Sora, you had one job, dude. You had one job. I was always hoping that Sora will do the Final Fantasy VII victory theme. The victory theme. The victory pose. He always does effing Leon. Leon doesn't fight Sephiroth, you idiot. Anyways, once in the final mix version, you end up obtaining answer report number 12 and One-Winged Angel. One-Winged Angel is it sucks in terms of power, but it sometimes deals extremely powerful critical blows. And I should showcase what Diamond Dust looks like in terms of swinging animation. This is what it looks like. A glorified ice. I like it. And with One-Winged Angel, it's glorified fire. Nice contrast to, actually, now that I think about it, it's a nice, I wonder if it's kind of a reference to Shiva and Ifrit. You think? That's probably what it is, because, I mean, One-Winged Angel is not Ifrit, but this is kind of like this is a fire Keyblade, and Diamond Dust is a Shiva ability, so who knows, maybe it is. Now, there is an extra scene that does play here, and we're actually going to let it play out right now, because it's a very good scene for those who love the action in Final Fantasy VII, so enjoy the cutscene. right, now you guys are probably wondering what the hell is the point of that cutscene. I don't know. All right, like there's no point for that except that it's cool. I like it, and Final Fantasy VII fangasm. That's all I can say. Anyways, that is it for all the secret bosses in the original Kingdom Hearts game. It's time to face against the final secret boss in the game, and you get this final boss once you have reached the end of the world. It's time to face the Final Mix exclusive, and it's kind of the boss that will end up explaining a lot of things in the later KH series. So, go to the Castle Chapel and begin for the final battle, the final optional boss in the game. And funny enough, once we're actually done with this, that will technically be it, and we'll actually be going to the final boss. This game is actually almost over, guys. I'm a little bit sad right now. Are you really? No, not really, because in all honesty, we have more Kingdom. Where the hell is Ragnarok? Oh, there it is. Thank you. Anyways, for this boss fight here, you know what? I don't really have a strategy for this guy, except for one attack that he does that's pretty goddamn annoying. But other than that, I don't have anything else for this guy. Like, oh, Goofy, you have a second chance. Oh, thank God. Is that it? Do you really need... You don't need Lucky Strike anymore, dude. I just realized that. You don't. You don't need Lucky Strike anymore. MP Rage would be good. Donald, you have second chance as well. You also don't need Lucky Strike anymore, dude. Because you guys are good. We've already gotten everything that we need. Like, Lucky Strike is only used for items. You don't need them anymore. But anyways, once you are prepared, once you got the ultimate Keyblade in hand, and Donald and Goofy's ultimate weapon, and a bunch of other stuff, let's do this.
Who are you?
I am Sam?
What's that supposed to mean?
And it's time for the final secret boss in the game, ladies and gentlemen. And don't worry, this guy is not the same guy from Birth by Sleep. Oh, Jesus Christ, you imagine that crap? This boss fight would have sucked so much dicks if it was. But no, this is the Kingdom Hearts. This is the guy that basically got every single person talking when they first end up playing, when they found out information about Kingdom Hearts 1's Final Mix. And trust me, it got people talking so much to the point that it was like, who is this guy? And what is he supposed to be? We won't know until he is, until like Kingdom Hearts 2. Well, no, actually, yeah, in Kingdom Hearts 2, you don't really know much about him later on at all, so yeah. Also, he hurts, but then again, that comes from a lot of people in this game, where for some reason, you think that you're fine, but then, you know, they hurt. This attack here, this attack sucks. Your goal is to basically click on the release button. If you don't and you hit shock, you will take damage. You can actually avoid this attack entirely if you are good enough to, you know, not take hits like me, because you know what, I'm fighting this guy I'm fighting this guy very inappropriately. There are experts that have managed to defeat this guy without the need of doing whatever the hell I'm doing, which is just struggling and trying to win. keep hitting him until he dies, you know, because that's basically King. What was that? All right, that was weird. Okay, that was odd. Also, second phase, he will start to go ahead and shoot these immense amounts of lasers, which you can block, but then he does this crap, which is pretty annoying. Okay, no. Oh boy. Yeah, and there it goes. And the first death in the entire game, ladies and gents. But yeah, that's essentially what can happen. Ugh. That always happens. Like, that happens a lot than it needs to. But anyways, we're just gonna cut till we actually end up doing that fight. And we're actually gonna equip the one-winged angel. So, BRB. Alright, now we're cutting back to this fight. And the reason as to why I put in one-winged angel is because of the very wonderful crit that it ends up giving. Another thing is, summon Tinkerbell for this fight. I mean, you don't have to, because I guess that's like the plebeian way. But this fight warrants it. And the attack that can be pretty much annoying and a death killer is essentially that move where he grabs you. That move is by far difficult to dodge. Well, not difficult to dodge, is annoying to actually not get hit by. Which sucks, because, you know, in all honesty, you're trying your friggin' best. And another character in KH2 does something similar, but it's funny enough. Well, actually, no, it is exactly as annoying, just like in this game, too. Like, when you guys find out who this guy is, you guys are going to be like, wow, what happened? Trust me, because I even ask that same question every single time. Every time. And yes, Donald and Goofy are useful for this fight. It's just that trying to get him is a bit on the annoying side. Where? Okay, well, alright. Somehow that didn't... Oh, and you got me again. Yeah, that's fair. There we go. Zip, 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 zap, zippity bop. Yeah. Are you done? Can I just kill you now, please? Because you're actually being really, really annoying. And get wrecked. Leave.
What are you talking about? Wait, what are you?
And with that, that is the final answer report in the game. Now, there is ways to dodge that move. The best way is to cast Curaga, so Leaf Bracer can save you, or have Tinkerbell save you for if you screw up. Because the problem with that move is that, alright, here's the thing. You notice that this bar right here is blacked out? Don't do this, because that's not gonna lead you here. There's two ways you can do this. You can do the pause trick, which in all honesty, that works fine if you want to do that. Nobody would judge you if you do. I mean, some people will, but who cares? You can use the pause trick to try to slow to be able to see where the release command is going to be. Sometimes that doesn't work all that much because sometimes it can be down here, and going through the command list is kind of forever. I mean, if you do press the left D-pad, it will send you back to attack very quickly. You have to be very quick on the draw with that, but the problem is that you're more so hesitant on not dying to the point that you forget, and then you die, and then you're like, damn. But hey, I already knew that I was gonna die against that boss fight because it happened even when I was practicing on him too. So yeah. I still can't believe you played a part of the open keyboard. Okay, you guys are pointless. Anyways, before we actually end the episode, it's time to read the final answer reports in the game. Open the door to the worlds of hearts causes its walls to crumble. These fragments are seen as shooting stars. This explains why these gummy blocks can travel freely to other worlds. I know the catalyst of this collapse, the appearance of the Heartless, however. It will take time to search out the world's door, and to retrieve each heart. Furthermore, the doors can be locked using a keyblade, making the heart forever unattainable. I must take action before the wielder of the key appears in this world. If the princesses and the keyblade are connected, they should resonate. I've chosen a girl. I don't know if she holds the princess's powers, but I will find out. She may lead me to the key bearer. I shall set her free and observe. The person that he's talking about, that is Kyrie. Answer report number 12. The body is gone. The heart should have returned to the Heartless, and yet nothing. This one is unlike any other. Its memories remain, and it has yet to take the form of a Heartless. A closed eye must be kept on the situation. Much is still unknown. To get to the realm of darkness, one must go through the doors of Kingdom Hearts, the place where the world's hearts connect. Beyond this world is a place in which darkness resides. Details shall be archived in a separate report. There are many worlds in existence, some of which we know nothing about. The world in which we live, the realm of darkness, the realm of light, and the world in between, wherein lies true nirvana. And the final report, number 13. Now I'm going to say this now. Remember number 13. Remember that number throughout the entire series because it's going to be very important throughout this entire series that we're doing right now. Where does the body go when it separates from the heart? If the soul remains within the body, is it still considered to be deceased? When the heart returns to the Heartless, the physical form disappears, but that is merely true in this world. Perhaps the body exists in another form in another world. If that is the case, then it's possible for one to exist in two worlds, a being that is neither darkness nor light, belonging nowhere, abandoned by its heart, a mere shell of its former self. The relations between the heart and body is complex. However, I am certain that if your self exists here, then by definition the other cannot truly exist. The other, the one which does not exist, shall be dubbed nobody. Just remember that, folks. That word that is in quotations is something that means something. In the next episode, we'll be finishing off Kingdom Hearts 1, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the final episode, and it's time to finish off this goddamn game. CCX over and out. Laters.